Welcome to a brand new session about Power BI. Today we are going to learn about Power BI dashboards. So what are dashboards? Before we head over it, I just want to give you a brief that I have built. I have downloaded a sample PBIX file which is consisting of the visualization and the dataset, its relationship. It has been supplied to us by Obviance, the science of making things possible company, and it's their IP and it's permitting us to use it as for the explanatory purpose. Moving on. So, Power BI dashboards are single screen which can hold visualizations from multiple reports. So, you can imagine yourself saying, you've built lots of visualization pages using Power BI desktop and they are in multiple PBIX files. And based on the data sets, you've built multiple reports and you've published those reports onto the web. That's the Power BI service. Now, from these published set, if you want to collate certain visualization from different reports, you can do so and present one single page of a dashboard to your management, which they can click and go into the respective reports. So it's more kind of an index, and if it's a textbook, you can think about it as an index file. On clicking on the link, it takes you to the reports part of it. So, what are dashboards? Dashboards are probably the aggregated values or aggregated visualization appearing in single screen. So the hierarchy of dashboards would be first you import the data, then you build reports on top of the data, you publish those reports, and from those reports, you then pin certain visualization on the dashboards. So pinning is an action what you do to make your dashboards. Let's have a look. So for in front of me, I have a Power BI screen page which is developed by Obviance, and it's built in this fashion saying individual people and their scorecard of what how have they fared, and if I don't select anything, how have everybody fared in terms of revenue versus the target. This is how they have gone ahead with it. As per the region, as per all four of them, they handle different region. Let's see Valerie, she is primarily focusing in the north and bits and pieces in the other region. If I say Tina, then she's preferring north again. If I say Carlos, he's also from the north. If I say Annelie, then she is focusing on east, and Andrew is focusing equally on east, south, and north. This is revenue versus variance to the budget. So if you have a look at it, this is the revenue variance compared to the previous month. In this case, he's done quite well. The budget was 2.7 and he's done 10% over it in April. And this is how the team scorecard looks like and the region breakup. If we have to drill it down to based on the industry margins, we can say what all industries are people covering. This can also be useful. See, that industry is been handled by Andrew. If I remove the checkbox from here and I say oil and gas, all the visualization throughout the pages would appear in that fashion. There we are. Okay. Now, with this, I would like to publish. Let's see how is the data set looking like. So the data set, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, let me close all the fields. It looks something of this side. There is a fact table, which is different individual units, which makes a product table. It customer can belong to a state. It has one to many relationships, so every state can have more customers, every industry can have more than one customer. A customer can be part of multiple product lists. The dates and the date dimension has dates in different forms such as month, period, quarter, year. Scenario is a unique key for them, product is another key for them. So overall, this is more like a customer behavior sample which we are having a look at. There are so many tables. Let's have a look at these as well. These are different tables which are available, one fact and rest of the dimensions of it. Basis that we've built this sheet. Let's publish this. Saving my changes. And it would ask me where do I want to publish it. I would like to publish it in the my sheet because I don't want everybody to have a look at it. This is one of the visual report what I have been publishing. Let it publish. Yes, it is published. Let's have a look at how does this publishing happen and what does it do. Now, slowly at this point, things will move from Power BI desktop to Power BI service. A critical point, a very simple and an easy point which we want to understand and learn. Let the page load. Yes, there we are. It goes into my workspace. It shows what I have built. Basis this, understand what if I want to show the gap, show this revenue field. So if you look at this pin icon, we have an option to pin this visual. And we can say this is dashboard sample. All right, this is a new thing what I'm making. Now pin that visual. That visual is complete. Now if I go to the dashboard, this is what I would see. This is what I would see. I can ask a question saying top country by regions. They would say US because entire thing is from the US. If I want to exit the Q&A, I can say top states of the US. So it says Illinois is the biggest state. And these are the basic Q&A enabled. This is the new Q&A section. If you want to proceed to the old Q&A section, you would have to write those queries on your own. If you want to experience the new QA section, then you would have to move the switch to the right. Let's exit this Q&A section. So this is one of the dashboard. This is the web view of it. Let's move to the phone view of it. Let's continue with the phone view. If you feel this is not up to the mark, you can move it from one place to another. Presently, as the visualization move is read from top to bottom over the phone and the scroller is from top to bottom, all these visualization are part of it. If you don't want that visualization to appear on your phone view, you can unpin it in your phone view. However, it would keep displaying in your web view. So this is kind of intricacies what you would learn while making a dashboard. So let's see, if I want to pin this, it appears over here. But you cannot change the location because it's been read from top to bottom. You can obviously resize it as per your need and clarity of understanding, which is possible in both. You can always reset the tiles so that it appears in the old fashion. Remember, once you publish your Power BI desktop file, all the play moves from the Power BI desktop onto Power BI service. app.powerbi.com is the service which Microsoft says a Power BI service which helps you look at the dashboard, create the dashboard, publish the dashboard. Let's have a look at one more sample which I have it for you today. And let's see human resource sample. This is another sample file which I have again downloaded from Obviance. We'll have to, as since it is a proprietary product and has been given to us for learning and educational needs, it's customary for us to display the first screen and have a read of it. Obvious is an ISV, an intellectual property incubator of Microsoft Business Intelligence, work closely with Microsoft to develop the best practices and thought leadership. So this also would help us understand what are the best practices available, right? Moving on, what kind of visualization these pages have for this report? So for new hires, it checks new hire supply versus new hire. So these many are demanded and this is the supply, right? So it's more kind of demand and supply kind of a new hires going on. Let's see what is the full-time and the part-time flow, right? So there are 701 part-time hired, 73 full-time hired on an average, around 70 to 80, and this is moving up. Almost 52% are males and 47 are females, almost 50-50 ratio. This thing allows you to drill down further So you would be able to view it, yeah, step by step. So there is one level drill down which is available. Yeah, if I want to click this, it goes on to this. If I want to click this, so there are two levels in this visualization. If you look at it, see this 1 and 2, this is what it is. Great. Now let's see what are active and separations. So these many actives, these many separations, kind of a dashboard. Let's see, this is separation versus separation supply. This is always following, steps are following the separation supply. Again, this is a scattered well third-party tool which they have enabled the chart. If you look at it, this is the chart, waterfall chart, which is available, which they have made use of, saying from the north, if you add this, if you add this, this is the total value. This usually is done on region-wise income or additions on a particular column. Separation involuntary and voluntary. So mostly this thing looks good. This thing is because of their performance, and therefore this is a complete picture of male, female and age group related breakup. Who are the bad hires? People who are hired but were not qualified enough to continue. So 53% again, 46% again by ethnicity. These are what group A, B, C, D as per Northeast West region. Again, this is a good thing to understand over here is legend is ethnicity. So it shows group A, group B, group C, all that. Bad hires is a value, number of bad hires as per group. So this is how things are, right? New hire scorecard. This is how it looks like, the scorecard. You can always resize a page and you get such pages. That's okay. If you go here, page size is the place where you can change your page size. I can increase the page size. See, it's getting wider. I can reduce the page size. So based on what it is. And I can click on publish again. So I say save my changes because I've made certain pixel changes. Any change from the existing file will ask for a change. Again, I'll go to my demo dashboard workspace where it would publish it. Once it is published, I can click on the link available on this screen or go there. Good part about such dashboard samples is we get to learn about what are the best practices and how are the relationships built. So here we are. We can click on open or we can click on times Nishant. And I see this is where the another sample has come up. This I can do it later. View the data set. This is how my fields are. It's still loading. Let's go here, click on this sample file to enable its working. This link will enable that file without a worry. All the pages are deployed and that's great. Let's do one thing. Let's say I want to pin this visualization. Also remember, these filters are not pinned. So dashboard do not have filters. That's a bottom line while doing, and this is learned by all the developers over a period of time. Only the visualization is pinned on the dashboard, not the filters. Please be aware about this. Now let me go into dashboard sample and I say pin. Edit the phone view. So I already have an earlier dashboard in which I want to pin this dashboard. Now I can move it up, I can move it down. It's based on what I want to do. But a good thing is a completely different altogether reports are merged into one dashboard. So dashboard is kind of an aggregated MIS value which you want your top guys or top management to have a look at it on their fingertips.